Welcome to this presentation of Mingus Union High School Varsity Baseball on Verde Valley Television. Today's broadcast partners include All Price Insurance, your local provider for personal, commercial, motorcycle, boat, and specialty insurance in Cottonwood. Taylor Waste, one of your last local options for eco-friendly trash and recycling pickup in northern Arizona. Arizona Smile Designers. Find out how they can help you smile big and smile bright. Find them online at azsmiledesigners.com. Burger King in Cottonwood. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, and all the snacks in between. You can have them all your way at BK. Tack Fabrication. Visit tackfabrication.com and find out how their precision fabrication or welding can improve your next project. Salt River Materials Group, a premier employer and community supporter in the Verde Valley. Lawler Construction, proud supporter of baseball and softball at all levels. Find your next home with Lawler Construction at the Estates at Mountain Gate. Suzy Q Market, find great fuel for you and your car at Suzy Q Market. Find them next to KFC in Cottonwood. D-Best Plumbing, quality, efficient service at reasonable prices. Go to d-bestplumbing.com. Best by Far. When you need an HVAC company, Best by Far is the best by far. Find them at besthvac.com. Hyundai of Cottonwood. Because every day is a great day in a Hyundai. Find them behind Larry Green Chevrolet in Cottonwood. Bedrock Landscape Materials and Supplies on 89A in Cottonwood. They have rock, gravel, pavers, and cement, everything you need for any project. Manhattan, Cottonwood's premier spot for hats of all shapes and sizes. Find them in the Clemenceau Plaza. Red Rock Collision. Accidents happen. Red Rock Collision has you covered. Find them at redrockcollision.com. Greater Verde Valley Chamber, helping businesses grow today to create a stronger tomorrow. Larry Green Chevrolet, the people place. Find them in Cottonwood on Rodeo Drive or online at larrygreenchevrolet.com. And now to the field. Here's your announcer for today's game, Jackie Bessler.
And welcome one and all here to Mingus Union High School. Jackie Bessler along with you on KYBC AM 1600 and 96.3 FM. You can also watch today's game, and you can see us our cablecast channel for Verde Valley TV. You can go to YouTube, Verde Valley TV. You can go to verdevalleytv.com and look for a link. And here today, you're going to see the visiting Lee William Volunteers coming in to take on the Mingus Marauders. The Mingus Marauders come in 7-7. Lee Williams is 6-1. They are 0-2 away. Mingus is 2-0 home here at home. And these teams are about matched up as close as you can possibly get. In fact, the Mingus Marauders have a plus 41 in runs made and plus 42 for Lee Williams. The only difference so far, Max Preps has some slightly difference in rankings. Mingus, according to Max Preps, comes in at number 17 and number 26 for Lee Williams. Here today, it's going to be clear skies, 93 degrees here at game time. And I am told by my little phone that it's going to feel like 93 degrees. Winds out of the south-southeast, going south-southeast at 9 miles per hour out here today. So shouldn't be a particular factor if it's blowing out at all. It's going to be blowing out toward left center here at Mingus Union High School. We're going to take a break. We'll come back and take a look at our two teams here. Grand Canyon Region matchup. The Mingus Marauders and Lee William Volunteers coming up after this.
The Greater Verde Valley Chamber of Commerce is proud to support the businesses, families, and future of our community. From job fairs and ribbon cuttings to free community events and networking opportunities, they're helping local businesses grow and creating meaningful connections that last. Because when the community thrives, our kids do too. Join the movement today at verdevalleychamber.org. Greater Verde Valley Chamber of Commerce, helping businesses grow today to create a stronger tomorrow. Go Marauders!
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We are homegrown in the Verde Valley and nearly your last local choice.
We want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $19 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
Taking a look at the Grand Canyon region right now. Prescott sitting on top of the Grand Canyon region. They're 9-5 overall, 5-1 in games that count. And Monday, they beat Agua Fria in 5 innings, 28-0. Ouch. Man, that hurts. Bradshaw is number 2 in the Grand Canyon region as they are 2-3 in games that count, 1-0 in the region as they beat Mingus 7-6 in a nail biter. We're going to talk a little bit more about that one. They lost 4 in a row in the Lancer Classic and then lost 6-4 at Greenway. Coconino is 1-1 in the Grand Canyon region. They split with Lee Williams, who is also 1-1. They're 5-2 overall in games that count. And they beat Lee Williams 6-5 and then lost to Lee Williams by a score of 10-5. Lee Williams comes in 6-1 overall, 2-3 in games that count, 1-1 in the Grand Canyon region. They split with Coco and then lost to Cactus Shadows 14-4. And talking to their coach, he said that one was actually pretty close until it got away. Quicksand hit quickly. Flagstaff. Well, a big win over Agua Fria. Ouch. 25-0. That's 2 Grand Canyon region teams that have beaten Agua Fria by a score of 53-0. Oof. Ouch. And they have Mojave coming up with their next game not until March 28th. Holy cow, that is a ways away. Taking a look at the rest of the region, the Mingus Marauders 0-1 in the Grand Canyon region, 3-2 in games that count, 7-7 overall in a record. And Mojave still looking for their first win that counts. They are 0-2 in the Grand Canyon region and 0-5 in games that count. Taking a look at the comparison between these two squads, and I tell you what, they are almost identical. Lee Williams averaging 8.2 runs per game. The Mingus Marauders 8.4. So when we come down to the end of 7 innings, it should be 8.5 to 8 or something like that. I don't know how you score half a run. Lee Williams averaging 7.2 hits per game. The Mingus Marauders a little bit more effective at 9.2 hits per game. However, the Mingus Marauders have 1.5 errors per game, 1.4 errors per game for Lee Williams. All right, taking a look at the two squads, Mingus leads in batting average, 346 to 316. Barely ahead on base percentage, 457 to 453. Slugging percentage, a little bit more of a difference, 464 to 414. Fielding percentage and the win-loss percentage going the way of Lee Williams. Their fielding percentage, 919. Mingus, an even 900. So far in common opponents, the Lee Williams Volunteers are 1-1 against common opponents, and the Mingus Marauders 0-1. Taking a look at the Mingus Marauder schedule. Mingus, by the way, had a fantastic breakout game here as far as the tournament is concerned. They started a tournament, went 4-1 in the tournament, wins over Moon Valley 13-3. Elizabeth, Colorado, all right, 16-5. Padre, Fort Collins, Colorado, 5-4. That was a close game. And then a 4-1 loss to Thunderbird. And then they come back to beat Deer Valley by a score of 13-6. However, before that, 2 heartbreaking losses. At Paradise Honors losing that one 6-5. And then the Mingus Marauders losing at Bradshaw 7-6. As the Mingus Marauders definitely had, they would love to have that one back for sure. Taking a look at, I got to look for the game piece to that, but in the meantime, we're going to take a look at Lee Williams as they come in here today with 9 seniors, 5 juniors, 14 upperclassmen. In 2025, they were 11-12, 7-5 in the region. They split with Coconino. They were 2-0 against Mingus, beating Mingus 11-10 here at Mingus, and then away at Lee Williams, beating Mingus 6 4-1. They split with Flagstaff last year, lost to Prescott twice, 10-1 and 4-1. Went 2-0 against Mojave last year, and then split with Bradshaw, 6-4 and 6-3 were the scores to that one. So last year in 2025, boy, this was a game. I know we've got this one still in the historical records at our YouTube channel and on Cablecast with Verde Valley TV. It was 4-3. Lee Williams was leading after 2 innings. Leading after 3 innings, 5-4. Mingus took the lead in the 4th inning with 4 in the bottom of the 4th. Took a lead of 8-5. Well, coming back was Lee Williams with 2 in the 5th and then 2 more in the 6th. Mingus scored 2 in the bottom of the 6th, leading 10-9. But coming up in the 7th inning, Lee Williams scores 2. Mingus is unable to score in the bottom of the 7th. It was a back-and-forth contest between the two squads. The real thing was the Mingus Marauders had 7 different errors in that one. We're going to take a quick break. We'll return to Mingus Union High School right after this.
Hello, this is Chris with TAC Fabrication, your local provider for all things metal fabrication. Whether you need structural steel welding and fabrication, custom gates and architectural elements, or precision TIG welding, our experienced team has the necessary certifications and knowledge to finish the job with precision and quality. Give us a call or check out our website at tacfabrication.com or 928-204-1095.
Friday Night Lights, Saturday Sidelines, and Sunday Best. At Manhattan and Cottonwood, we've got the hat for every fan, every player, and every occasion. Walk our shop and you'll find classic ball caps, sharp fedoras, cozy beanies, and bold cowboy hats, all under one roof. Proudly local, proudly hat obsessed, and always game ready. Swing by Manhattan in the Clemenceau Plaza, Cottonwood, today. Manhattan, we've got you covered. Go Marauders!
Getting ready for baseball out here at Mingus Union High School as we are just about underway. The Mingus Marauders and Lee Williams Volunteers going at it here. Almost identical in stats, almost identical in runs scored across the board. Take a look at the Mingus Marauders here defensively. We're going to start off. Caden Pussel will take the mound here for the Mingus Marauders. Carter Wacker will be behind the plate. The infield looks like this. Ethan Moore will take first base. Second base, Derek Alvarez playing shortstop here today. Zayden Ballesteros. Silas Scott will have the hot corner over at third base here today. The outfield, Cameron Hasseman will be in left. Tanner Brewer will patrol center, and Manuel Munoz will be over in right field. Starting lineup here for the visiting Volunteers. Connor Usena, the shortstop, will bat first. Cambrian Polson will play left field and bat second. Wearing number 12, Ian McGrew, the first baseman, will bat third. Cleanup here today will be the catcher, Cooper Kronk. Batting fifth today, the second baseman, Peyton Laux. And sixth will be Drew Dowdy, playing the third base here today. Batting seventh is going to be number 34, Morgan Quinn. He'll be DHing here today. Hitting eighth will be the right fielder, Kane Massey, wearing number 7. And finishing it out, batting ninth here today, will be Ethan Shearer, the center fielder for the Lee Williams Volunteers. So Lee Williams comes into today 6-6-1, as I had made mention. They match up with Coconino and lose that one by a score of 10-5. The last one, they win that one over Coconino 10-5, propelled by a 6-run third inning. In fact, after 4 innings, they were leading 7-5, and then extended the lead with 3 more, 1 in the 5th and 2 in the 6th. They batted .312 in that game against Coconino. Shortstop, Connor Usena will come up first. Connor did not have an official at bat, but did score a run. against Coconino. Husel on the mound, the righty here for the Mingus Marauders. We're going to get into some of his stats here in a moment. First pitch, strike. Started out over the plate. Caden gets a sign from Wacker. Full windup. Uses the far right side of the rubber. Ooh, misses just inside 1-1. Caden this year is 2-2 with an ERA of 6.72. He's got 16 and 2/3 innings, given up 23 hits, 22 runs, 16 of them earned. And that one skied left field. And coming in for it. And camping under and making the catch is going to be Houseman. So 1-1 pitch is a fly out to the left fielder. Got well under it. Not a lot of wind out here today. Light winds, gentle breezes here on a beautiful spring day. 93 degrees as we are just underway. Pusel has 12 walks to go along with 21 strikeouts. Teams are batting .303 against him. And first pitch will be low to Cameron Poulsen. Poulsen was 1 for 3 in his last game against Coconino. Uses the very back part of the batting box. Pusel delivers. And a reaching swing. 1-1. Out in front of it. 1-1, 1 out. Just underway, top of the first here at Mingus Union High School. Crowd still coming in. And he'll poke that one to the left, and that'll get into the stands. Just enough to get another swing. 1-2, the count. Now he opens up his stance, uses more of the box. Pusel, the righty, delivers. Ooh, hard shot through the left side of the infield. Put a boot into it. And that'll be a hard single. Outfield grass is definitely tall out there. I was watching them warming up. I was talking to Mr. Wacker. Mr. Wacker actually said that in order for you to hit the ball all the way to the fence on the ground, you're going to have to hit the beep out of it. That was hit hard, but I'm not sure it would have made it to the fence. 1 on, 1 out. High strike to number 12, Ian McGrew. First baseman is up. He was 2 for 4 against Coconino with 2 runs and RBI. Had a double against the Panthers. Throw over to first. And Ethan Moore did not get the tag in. Back easily is Poulsen. 1 on, 1 out. 0-1 count to McGrew. Out of the stretch. And there you go. Good pitch. Catches plenty of plate on that one. Has McGrew in the hole 0-2. Had Poulsen down 1-2. Big lead out there by Poulsen. Throws over to first, and he gets back. Poulsen has 5 stolen bases so far this year. He's been caught once. There's the pitch inside. The throw down. It's going to get into center field. And hunting it down, it's going to be Brewer. So stolen base out there. Throw was too far to the second base side. Got by Alvarez. Backing it up was Brewer. So, man in scoring position out here for the Volunteers. And coming to the plate, the ball gets away. Great job by Wacker. Carter knocks the ball down, gets away from him. Almost taunted, almost tempted Poulsen to go to third on that one. Had a beat on him. 2-2 now the count to the big first baseman here for the Volunteers. McGrew Tall enough to use the entire box. Oh, tried to frame it. Doesn't get the call. Payoff pitch on the way. Full count. Pusil will glance back at second. Alvarez trying to hold him on. There's the pitch. Comes to the plate. Oh, and he fouled it off. And I thought that was a foul ball. I thought it hit the bat. The umpire says no, it hit the player. So going to first is going to be hit by pitch. 2 on, 1 out. Usina with a high sky fly ball to left for the first out. Hard single, stolen base. 3-2 count, hit by pitch, and that brings up Cooper Cronk, the catcher, cleanup hitter. And that one's going to be low and inside. Cronk, a senior, was 3 for 4 against Coconino with a run scored. Wide stance for the righty. Pusil out of the stretch, delivers, swing and a miss. Threw it by him. 1-1 the count. Ming is trying to make sure they do not go down here as Pusil's trying to work himself out of trouble here. Oh, the breaking ball catches part of the plate for strike 2. 1-2. Squad from Lee Williams comes in batting in .316 on the season. 94 hits, and that one's down the left field line, but foul. Count remains 1-2. That one was in play. Could have been a double play for Silas Scott down there at third. Alvarez still holding the player on at second. And, an inside, swing. Almost a protection swing, fouls it off. 1-2 the count, 1 out, 2 on. Top of the first, no score here at Mingus Union High School. Lady Marauders played the Volunteers here at Mingus yesterday. It was 5-1 late in the game. Oh, and a golf swing. I swear that was a 7-iron. Might have been an 8-iron. Pops it out of play, right-hand side. Survives to swing again. Ballesteros a double play depth there at shortstop. And that one's fouled back. That one's going to go out of play toward the ditch. And we need more baseballs. One in and one in the pocket. Cronk steps back in. He's fouled off 5 in a row now. 1-2 the count remains. Alvarez still holding the player on at second. A little swing. And Alvarez goes back and can't quite get to it. But they're going to throw to third. And they need to throw to second base. Nope. They called an infield fly rule, so the batter is out. But moving to third as Alvarez stumbles right at the lip of the grass. So infield fly rule. Cronk is out. McGraw is still on first base. Moving over to third is going to be Polson. So 2 out, 2 on. And Peyton Laux will step in, wearing number 5. And a good breaking ball. Over for a strike. Laux did not have an official at-bat against Coconino, but did score a run. And he'll foul that one off for strike 2. So he may have been running for somebody because I don't see him getting on base with a walk or a hit by pitch. 0-2 the count. Pusel trying to get out of the first inning and gets the swinging strike, and there's the tag. Mingus gets out of it. Runners at the corners, 2 on and 1 out, and Pusel gets out of it. 0-0, the Mingus Marauders coming up for the bottom of the first after this.
Make your next vehicle purchase count at Hyundai of Cottonwood, where community comes first. From supporting local youth sports to showing up for the events that matter, giving back drives everything they do. And through Hyundai Hope on Wheels, a portion of every new vehicle sale helps fight childhood cancer. Be part of the change. Stop by Highway 260 right above Larry Green or shop anytime at HyundaiofCottonwood.com. Hyundai of Cottonwood, because every day's a great day in a Hyundai. Go Mingus!
Trips to the lake, Marauder away games, family adventures, weekend getaways, all the best trips start with a stop at the Suzy Q Market in Cottonwood. Fill up with Marathon fuels and drive clean and save green. A quick dash inside finds all the trip essentials, snacks, fresh coffee, goodies, and over 6,000 of the best beverage choices ever created. Ask about the new mobile pay app and rack up gas and in-store savings with Marathon Rewards. The Suzy Q Market drive-thru window is super swift, next to KFC on Main Street in Cottonwood. Go Mingus!
Lady Marauders yesterday playing softball against the visiting Volunteers. Well, it was 5-1 after 3. It was still 5-1 after 5, the 6th inning. A gigantic amount of quicksand showed up on the field, and the Mingus Marauders got swallowed up, giving up 9 runs in the top of the 6th. Came back to score 2 in the bottom of the 6th, but not enough. 14-3 the final for the Lady Marauders. Here it's 0-0. Mingus is going to start off. It's going to be Brewer, the center fielder, batting first. Ballesteros, the shortstop, will bat second. Carter Wacker, the catcher, will bat third out here today. Mingus comes in batting .346 as a team. Tanner Brewer starts off, leads off for the Mingus Marauders, takes strike 1. Defense looks like this. Lidos Rascon will be pitching out here for the Volunteers. Cooper Kronk will be the second half of the battery, playing catcher, and a swing and a miss. Got out in front of the breaking ball. The infield is this way. Drew Dowdy is at third. Connor Usena at shortstop. Peyton Laux at second. Ian McGrew at first. Ooh, close butt ball. 1-2 the count. Outfield is this way, right to left. Kane Massey over in right. Ethan Schur in center. And Cameron Polson will be in left field. Again, close once again. 2-2 the count to the Mingus Marauder leadoff hitter. And he'll pop that one up left-hand side. Shortstop is out looking for it. Usina will catch it, and that'll be out number 1. Leadoff hitter down for the Mingus Marauders. Rascon is 2-0 on the season. He's got an ERA of 1. He has 7 innings pitched. He's given up 5 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned run. Just 3 walks across 7 innings and 10 strikeouts. Shortstop Zane Ballesteros is up next, and that one brought the shoulder, and the catcher did not catch it. Went off of his padding. It's going to be ball 1. And there's going to be a chopper going through the hole on the left-hand side. It dies out there in the tall grass, but a single, 1-out single for the Mingus Marauders. Ballesteros is aboard. Ballesteros with his 18th hit of the season. And that's going to bring up Carter Wacker. He is due. Batting .286 so far this season. Throw over to first, gets away, and off to second is going to be Ballesteros. Ballesteros has an opportunity to turn and go to third. Long throw coming to third, and it gets by the third baseman. A 2-base error with the throw over to first base, and Ballesteros takes 2 on the error throw. So now Mingus with a player at third base and a 1-out. Wacker, 14 hits this season, 5 of them extra base hits. And he'll drive that one to right field. It is high, it is deep, and it is going to roll up against the fence. Wacker is on his way to third. Throw comes into the infield, and they're going to stop him with a RBI triple. He hit it high, he hit it deep to right field. Right field, Massey turned around and ran and kept running and running. And then about a 2-bouncer up against the right field fence out there. Mingus takes a lead at 1-0. Back-to-back hits. Single and a triple. And the curveball stays high. Derek Alvarez up for the Mingus Marauders. He leads the squad with 2 home runs. And the 474 hitter skies this one. Left side. Shortstop is over. And did he make the catch? He did make the catch. What a catch out there by Connor Usina. He went into foul territory. Dowdy gave up on it as it was over his head. That was pretty good geography that he was able to cover. And the pop out to the shortstop. Second pop out to the shortstop in the inning. 2 out, 1 on. And that one stays high to Puso. Puso trying to help his own cause out here. He's batting a solid .381 on the season. Leads the team with 9 doubles. And we're going to get a pinch runner out there for the Mingus Marauders. Tim is going to come in to run for Wacker. Wacker will get a chance to get the gear on. Puso, has to turn away from that one. That one's high and tight. 2-0 the count. Ruscone comes in tight to Puso. And that's going to be fouled to the near side. 2-1 the count. And there's the ball. Short on baseballs. That's due to McGrew, who fouled off like 6 of them. And there's a hard shot up the middle. That's going to be an RBI single. Trotting home is Tim. Puso helps his own cause with the RBI single out there. Mingus now leads 2-0, bottom of the first. So Mingus with the 3rd hit of the inning out here. Single, triple, single. It's going to bring up Silas Scott. The lefty looks at the breaking pitch, which stays up and away from him. Scott actually leads the team with a batting average of .486. He's got 9 RBIs, 17 hits on the season, and that one's going to be outside. Trying to stay away from him. 2-0 the count. McGrew holding on. Pusil over there at first. Leaves a hole for Scott. And that one's going to be outside. 3-0. Rascon in danger of pushing a man into scoring position here. The righty using the far right piece of the rubber comes and delivers, gets the strike there. 3-1 hitters count. Scott using the back end of the batter's box. Rascon out of the stretch, delivers. Oh, a swing and a miss. Took something off. That's going to make it a full count. That was a good pitch. 2 out, 1 on, full count, 2 in. Mingus leading 2-0, bottom of the first. And that one's going to be low, ball 4. Scampering over to second is Pusil. They don't give him a pinch runner out there. 2 on, 2 out now. Manuel Munoz comes up, batting .242 on the season, looking for hit number 9. Rascon taking some time here. Munoz uses the inside part of the box, open stance. holding on Pusel over at second. High strike. Munoz will step back in. 0-1 the count. 2 on, 2 on. 2 on, 2 out, 2 in for the Mingus Marauders. And a hard shot goes up the middle. That could score a run. They're going to send Pusel. There's the throw coming home to the plate. It's going to be cut off. And another RBI single out there. Munoz gets the job done. Scoring from second is Pusel. He'll get a chance to get a drink of water before he goes out to the mound. Scott stops at second. Makes it 3-0. The Mingus Marauders on top. Ethan Moore, the first baseman, will come up. Moore, the junior. 7 for 21 on the season, batting .333. A magical number. He's got a lot of room on the right-hand side, and he gets nipped. So hit by pitch. It's going to push the merry-go-round. Trotting to second is Munoz. Scott takes his time and moves over to third after we reset second base. We're going to have a little landscaping construction out there and a timeout on the field. Moore goes back over to first. Coach is going to come out and get an unofficial timeout here with his squad. So, bases full of Marauders here and an official timeout here on the field. All right, they're going to break up the meeting here at the mound. Gronk comes back to the dish. So here's the stage. Brewer popped out to the shortstop. Ballesteros got a single. A pickoff attempt gave him a two-base error. He went over to third. Carter Wacker at RBI triple. And the first pitch out here to Jax Perry. The DH is going to be ball one. Alvarez, towering pop out of play, and that one's going to be fouled out of play. 1-1 the count. Caden Pusel with a single, an RBI single. Making it 3-0. Then a walk by Silas Scott. Munoz with an RBI single. And there's strike two to Perry. Then a hit by pitch. I think it caught more uniform than anything. And a little blooper to the second baseman. And actually the shortstop comes down with it. I was following Locks. In the meantime, Usina follows the ball and the little pop out. All 3 outs in that inning. Pop out to Usina at shortstop. How about that? But Mingus leaves the bag stacked, but scores 3 in the bottom of the first. Second inning around the corner. We'll be back after this.
For over 6 decades, Salt River Materials Group Phoenix Cement has proudly supported youth sports here in the Verde Valley. From baseball and softball to football and basketball, they empower young athletes to reach their full potential. Salt River Materials Group employees are actively involved, giving back to the community through coaching, mentoring, and volunteer efforts. With a strong commitment to environmental stewardship, they're helping to build a brighter Verde Valley. Visit srmaterials.com. Salt River Materials Group Phoenix Cement, building a stronger Verde Valley today and tomorrow.
The mouth is the gateway to the digestive system. Studies indicate a correlation between oral health and full body health. Regular cleanings and checkups can help protect you. New patients are welcome at Arizona Smile Designers in Cottonwood. There's a full smile worth of services all offered under one roof. Whitening and cosmetic to implants and smile reconstruction. Find out more or request an appointment online at azsmiledesigners.com.
For his second inning of work. And it's going to be Dowdy, Quinn, and Macy coming up for the visiting Volunteers. Dowdy with a wide open stance for the righty. That one's going to be low. In the dirt. Good block by Wacker. Pitching out of the stretch is Pusel, and that's going to be bounced to third. Scott picks it up, had to wait for it, too high. Overthrows Moore at first and on to second. is going to go Dowdy. So a high hopper over to Scott. Scott waited on it and then had to hurry the throw. Airmailed it over Moore. Moore needed another 16 years of growing to reach that one. So a leadoff error, two-base error out there. Dowdy stands on second base, and a swing and a miss from Quinn. Quinn wearing number 34. He was 0 for 2 with a run scored against Coconino. Pusel nods at Wacker, says, yep, I got it. And delivers, and that one's going to be low. 1-1 the count. Mingus leading here in the top of the second inning, 3-0. Got to change our scoreboard on the TV to the second inning if we can. Pusel gets himself set out of the stretch, and oh, that one skied high over the head of the batter. Well, above his head, but in the strike zone. Well, kind of in the strike, over the plate, but too high. There we go. 2-1 the count. And a swing and a miss. Got to check his shoes, make sure he's still in them. 2-2 the count. Quinn. Huge lean back on the swing. Pusel checks the runner at second and comes home and gets his second strikeout of the game. Second swinging strikeout. That'll be strikeouts number 22 and 23 on the season. Kane Massey, the right fielder, will step in. Massey was 1 for 4, a couple RBIs against Coconino in a 10-5 victory. Number 7 sits up there, uses the inside of the box for the lefty. And that one off the catcher's mitt, gets away from Wacker. And wandering to third is going to be Dowdy. Ball 1 the count to Massey. Carter glances at the glove, trying to figure out where the hole is. 1 out, 1 on. Minkus plays the infield in. With a 3-0 lead, Mingus has brought the infielders into the grass. 2-0 the count on the right fielder, Massey. Pusel out of the stretch, delivers. Oh, so close, doesn't get the call. 3-0. He's got first base open. See if he's going to go after him. See if he's got the green light, shows bunt, and there's a strike. Pulls the bat back, but gets the high strike call. Out of the stretch, the delivery. And there's strike 2, catches the outside part of the corner. Outside part of the plate. So Massey. And a 3-0 count. Watches 2 strikes go by. Now it's a full count. And a swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts by Pusel. Mingus will drop the infield back now with 2 outs and 1 on. Dowdy still sitting at third. Got on an error. Went to third on a pass ball, and Ethan Shearer, the center fielder, steps in wearing number 4. He was 0 for 3 against Coconino, looks at strike 1. Pusel, back-to-back strikeouts. Yes, indeed, has the opportunity to strike out the side here. And delivers that one. Doesn't get the call. Inside. 1-1. Mingus playing somewhat shallow in right field with Munoz. Brewers a little deeper in center. Tad bit shallower for Hasseman in left. That's going to be ball 2. 2-1 to the number 9 hitter out here today. Lee William Volunteers trailing the Mingus Marauders here 3-0. Top of the second inning. And a shot down the right field line. That's going to be foul. About 15 feet foul or so. Munoz goes within 10 feet of the ball and then stops. Two the count on the foul ball down the right field line. Pusel delivers, and it's going to be a grounder. Goes to Scott. Scott fires across and got him at first. Doesn't get the 3 strikeouts in the row, but he does get the ground out to Scott, who fires over to Moore for the 5-3 ground out, and that will end the inning. Mingus preserves a 3-0 lead. We'll be back for the bottom of the second coming up after this.
Accidents happen. Red Rock Collision knows that your car is the second largest investment you're likely to make. For over 15 years, Red Rock Collision has been there to negotiate for you, the customer, not the insurance company. John and his staff promise quality repair with honesty and integrity. You can rest easy now. They'll return your car as safe as the day it was built. Whether you're doing new construction, a remodel, or just filling in the bare spots, there's only one place to go in the Verde Valley for the best in rock, sand, gravel, and boulders, Bedrock Landscape Materials and Supplies. They also stock flagstone, bagged Portland cement, Belgard pavers, Phoenix pavers, Acker stone, artificial turf, and now even rebar and culvert. Make them your one-stop shop, have it delivered, or stop by their yard on 89A in Cottonwood. Let Bedrock Landscape Materials and Supplies rock your world.
So Mingus sends 9 to the plate in the first inning, bottom of the first. They score 3. RBIs by Wacker, Pusel, and Munoz. We're going to start back to the top of the order for the Mingus Marauders. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, Brewer, Ballesteros, and Wacker again. Oh, and he gets hit. That was a kerplunk on the first pitch. That was a non-breaking ball. Hit by pitch, puts the leadoff runner on for the Mingus Marauders. Brewer takes a shoulder shot. It goes down to first base. On base percentage, 1 for 2. Ballesteros will step in. He had a single his first time up through the left side of the infield. And that one, the breaking ball stays inside. Kronk ready to throw behind the runner down there. Throw over to first. Brewer is back. Just checking, Brewer has 6 stolen bases on the season. The freshman takes off, and there's a shot that goes through the left side of the infield. So the stolen base was on, or the hit and run is on. Either way, Ballesteros hits this one harder, sharper through the left side of the infield. Hit it hard, but it almost died before it got to Polson out there. Brewer might have stolen that base. Now he'll have to set his sights on third base. Usina trying to hold him on. And that's going to be strike 1. Wacker is up. He had a triple his first time up. Right fielder Massey playing way deep in right field now. And they, holy cow, Wacker shows bunt, pulls it back, takes a strike. 0-2, he's in a hole. Now he's going to have to protect up. They're kind of holding the runner on at first. And that one's going to be just lifted into short right field, and coming in to make the catch is going to be Massey. Massey ran a long way for that one. It just held up just a tad bit too much out there. So short fly ball to the right fielder. It's going to be out number 1, still 2 on. 1 out now in the top of the second. Mingus leading 3-0. Alvarez is up for his second time and takes the curveball for strike 1. Alvarez popped out to Usina in short left foul field. His first time up, and that one bounces up for ball 1. 1-1 the count to the Mingus Marauder second baseman. Alvarez, second on the team, and with 14 RBIs, takes strike 2, top of the strike zone. Ross Cone battling back. That's the first 2 on. Gets the fly out for out 1. Out number 1. And that one, late swing. Hit hard, but foul down the right field line. And somebody will go get that one. Continues 1-2, 1 out, 2 on here for the Mingus Marauders in the bottom of the second. And a hard shot, left field line, and that one is going to be foul. Hits one foul to the right and now foul to the left. Hit both of them hard. Count remains 1-2. New baseball's in. Alvarez survives to swing again. So, sit one foul to the right, one foul to the left. See if he can do the Goldilocks thing and find one that's just right. And that's going to be foul to the right. So foul to the left is coming up next. That one had a lot of English on it. Alvarez getting back in there again. Just caught a piece of it. Tries to take away the inside part of the plate. So he's standing right at the very inside part of the box. And that one's high. Tried to get him to chase. 2-2 the count now. See if Alvarez gets something to hit here. And that one's low. Works the count full now. 3 foul balls and a timeout called. Usina comes in. Talks to the pitcher. The catcher's going to come out. Kronk's going to go talk to Roscone. See if they have some sort of a plan on. And Puso brings in more baseballs. Caden's on deck. Hoping to get on or get up with still 1 out. Alvarez battling back. Full count payoff pitch on the way. Roscone delivers. And that one skied high left side, and it'll be in foul territory. Going out, it falls. Usina not able to get to that one. Dowdy went after it. Got to the general vicinity, but unable to glove it. Alvarez survives to swing again. So 1 right, 1 left. 1 right, 1 left. Still looking for just right out there. Laux holding the runner on. Leaves a hole on the right side of the infield. Roscone looks for his sign. Shakes him off. Now comes set. And delivers. And that one's going to be skied into right center, left center field. And that is going to drop, and that's going to roll to the fence. That should score 2. And a double out there for Alvarez. A 2-run double makes it 5-0. Alvarez does the axe chop out there or hits something. That was pretty good. The whole bench went boom as he hits the base. That's going to bring out a visit for the coach who's looking to get a baseball. Looks like we may get a pitching change out here. In the bottom of the second, Mingus a 5-0 lead. Alvarez a 2 RBI shot out there. We're going to return to Mingus Union High School. We'll take a break. We'll be back after this.
Lawler Construction has been a premier local builder of custom residential and commercial projects using green construction methods. Lawler Construction builds efficiency into every custom design. Lawler Construction is a certified Energy Star builder. For examples, visit LawlerConstructionAZ.com. Thank you for your business, confidence, and continued referrals. Lawler Construction is a proud supporter of baseball and softball at all levels. Look for Lawler Construction Homes at Mountain Gate in Clarkdale.
Larry Green Chevrolet has been an important partner to this community for over 30 years. Whether it be offering outstanding service and deals to the Verde Valley or providing support to schools, charities, and community events, we have made it a part of our business. We love and support the growth and future of Cottonwood and our surrounding areas. That's why we refer to our dealership as the People Place. Larry Green Chevrolet is a proud supporter of Mingus Softball. Go Marauders!
Back here at Mingus Union High School, Russ Conant's going to go to shortstop. And that's going to send Usina over to third, which now puts Dowdy on the mound here for the visiting Volunteers. Pussel comes up, pair of 23s, 23 versus 23, and the first 23 throws to the second one and gets strike one. 0-1 count. Dowdy, a junior, an ERA of 1.02, no record, 0-0. Kind of a side armor, gets strike two on Pussel. Teams are batting .204 against him. He's pitched 13 2/3. That one's going to be outside for ball one. Didn't miss by much. 13 2/3 innings. He's given up 10 hits, 5 runs, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, and 12 strikeouts. 1-2 pitch, and that's going to be skied to short right field. And coming in to make the catch, going to a knee out there, is going to be Massey. So he has 2 outs in this inning. Little fly ball to short right field for out number 2. Alvarez with the 2 RBI double still sits at second. 2 outs now. Silas Scott comes up. The lefty takes strike one. He walked his first time up. And he'll drive that one right at the shortstop. Rascone snares it out of the sky. I literally was positioned perfectly for that one. Man, Silas, you couldn't hit the ball any harder than that, but the line out will end the inning. Mika scores 2 here in this one. Hit by pitch, single, fly out, 2 RBI double, fly out, and a line out. So 2 hits and a hit by pitch in the inning. Mingus scores 2 runs, 5-0. Top of the third coming around the corner after this.
When you're looking for a plumber, no matter the job, call The Best Plumbing. From energy-saving tankless water heaters to whatever remodel project you have in mind, from the simple to the exotic. The Best Plumbing prides themselves on quality workmanship and efficiency for a fair price. If you want plumbing done right the first time, call The Best Plumbing at 928-567-8755 or find them online at d-bestplumbing.com.
Hey Cottonwood, your home of the Whopper has a new location, and Burger King is excited to be back serving Cottonwood. Stop by 888 South Main Street and bring your family and friends to enjoy all-time flame grilled faves. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, that gotta-have-it snack or dinner, Cottonwood's all-new Burger King has you covered. At BK, have it your way. You rule.
Well, Dowdy comes in and closes out the second inning as he gets the two batters that he faces out on a fly out and a line out. Puso steps in for his third inning of work. Back to the top of the order we go. Usina with a swinging strike on the breaking ball. Ruscone will close out the game on him. Swinging strike, strike two. Gives up 5 runs on 6 hits, hit 2 Batmans, and walked 1. 0-2 count. The leadoff hitter bounced up for ball 1. Puso so far has worked himself out of trouble. In the first inning, he had first and third and 1 out and got out of it. An infield fly rule. That one's going to be bounced up for ball 2 and then struck out. Laux to end the first inning. Second inning, leadoff error. Gets all the way to third on a pass ball. And then 2 strikeouts and a ground out to Scott at third base. 2-2 the count to start the top of the third. Puso gets a sign from Wacker and delivers. There's going to be strike 3. Wacker didn't even wait for the call. Got up and immediately threw to Scott. Said that has to be strike 3. That is the 4th strikeout here in the game. That's going to bring up Cameron Polson, the left fielder. He singled his first time up. And a swing and a miss, the lefty out in front of it. There's the second delivery, ground ball going up toward the middle, picked up across the diamond and sliding to first base was the runner, but out. Ballesteros over to Moore for the out. 2 outs in the inning. Trying to get a clean inning is Puso. That's going to bring up Ian McGrew. And that one will be ball 1. McGrew fouled off like 6 or 7 pitches his first time up and then ended up getting hit by the pitch. He's batting .333 on the season. 10 for 30 as he takes strike 1. 7 runs, 5 RBIs, and leads the team in doubles with 3. That's going to be low. 2-1 the count. To the lengthy first baseman. Puso trying to get a 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the third. Save some of those pitches. And a swing and a miss. 2-2. Cooper Cronk, catcher on deck. Still has the shin guards on, just in case. Deuce is wild. 2-2 the count, 2 out. And a swinging strike 3, but it gets away from Wacker, who could not find it right away. So getting to first on the strikeout is going to be McGrew. And Cronk is going to get an opportunity to bat. Swung at a pitch in the dirt, bounced up and off the helmet of Wacker, and then he couldn't find it. So an extended life here for the Volunteers, and that one's going to get all the way to the backstop. McGrew is going to wander to second. 1-0 the count to Kronk. Kronk was called out on an infield fly rule. Alvarez, it was towering pop fly to the second baseman. That one's low for ball 2. And he was going back, actually started to stumble on the lip of the grass in the right field and missed the ball. However, the infield fly rule had already been called. But at that juncture, Polson was able to wander over to third base. That was back in the first inning. 2-0 the count to Cooper Kronk. He's batting .333 on the season. There's a strike. Two and one the count. McGrew at second, 2 outs. And that one's going to be fouled to the right-hand side. It was a testing kind of half swing. Kronk up there. The dark black uniform, gray pants, and green bat, and he's going to drive that one up the middle. Pusel has to get out of the way, as that one's going to score a run. Coming home to score is McGrew, and an RBI single right back up the middle. Scores the first run out there for the visiting Volunteers. Hit it right back at Pusel, who had to duck out of the way. Ball pretty much jumped right over the second base. Is that Quinn out there running, or is that Summers? Courtesy runner out there for the catcher. And a foul ball. Peyton Laux, a strikeout victim in the first. Batting a very reasonable .600 on the season. 6 for 10, limited at-bats. Scored 11 runs, and he's going to foul that one off. 9 RBIs, a couple of doubles, and he has one of the 2 home runs for the team. 2 out, 1 in. Here in the top of the third, Mingus leading 5-1. Glad you are along with us on KYBC, now heard in Prescott at 92.1, and running on the play. And with the stolen base, Wacker could not find the handle. 1-2 the count. Second stolen base of the game. As the pinch runner goes down to second. And the breaking ball stays high. 2-2 says the scoreboard, 2 out. In scoring position, I think that's Summers. But he's got so much dirt on his uniform, I can see a 4, but not the other. And oh so close. Oh so close. Everybody in the stadium tensed up, including the umpire, as he calls that one just high. Payoff pitch coming. 3-2 the count. Pusel delivers. And a swing and a miss. He got him. So Pusel gets out of the inning. They give up 1 with a strikeout that goes to first, and then an RBI single out there by Cooper Kronk. The Volunteers are on the board. 5-1 the score. Bottom of the third coming up. Mingus Marauders on top. We're back after this.
The Greater Verde Valley Chamber of Commerce is proud to support the businesses, families, and future of our community. From job fairs and ribbon cuttings to free community events and networking opportunities, they're helping local businesses grow and creating meaningful connections that last. Because when the community thrives, our kids do too. Join the movement today at verdevalleychamber.org. Greater Verde Valley Chamber of Commerce, helping businesses grow today to create a stronger tomorrow. Go Marauders!
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We are homegrown in the Verde Valley and nearly your last local choice.
We want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $19 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
Bottom of the order for the Mingus Marauders, 7-8-9 with a 5-1 lead. It's going to be Munoz, Moore, and Perry for the Mingus Marauders. Coming into relief is Dowdy. Dowdy got the final 2 outs of the second inning. Replacing Rascon. Rascon goes to shortstop. Yusina moves over to third, and there's a shot. First pitch up the middle, out to the center fielder, Shearer. Just like that, Mingus Marauder right fielder is 2 for 2. Paris Sengels, leadoff batter on for the Mingus Marauders. Moore is going to check the wrist, wearing number 8. He got hit by a pitch. First pitch he saw. Bottom of the third inning. First hit. And that was going to be a bunted attempt and foul by Moore. 0-1 the count. Moore 7 for 21, 8 runs scored. He's got 6 RBIs and a couple of doubles. Coach looks to play some small ball. They throw over to first, and Munoz is back. And then the throw back from first to the pitcher gets away. That you don't see nearly as often as the throw to first getting away. And they throw back to first. Dowdy just staring there at Munoz. Munoz has got 3 stolen bases on the season and looks to break, and the bunt attempt is fouled back. Moore in a hole, 0-2. Takes a couple of practice swings. Gets himself set. Now he's got to protect up. Munoz takes a healthy lead over at first, and it comes back to the shortstop and off of Rascon. Got to it, and then it took a hop. I don't know if they're going to call that a base hit or an error. I'm going to call that a base hit. Hit hard by Moore. After 2 failed bunt attempts, foul. He puts a bat into one, hits it hard. Rascon did a great job actually moving to his left to get somewhat in front of it. It bounces up and kind of goes off of his chest and into center field. First pitch here to Perry is going to be ball 1. Perry showing small ball once again. 1-0 the count. Mingus with a 5-1 lead here in the third. 2 on, nobody out. And he bunts to the right side, but foul. 1-1 the count. Perry, a freshman out here for the Mingus Marauders. Batting .240. Runners at first and second, shows bunt, pulls it back. They throw behind the runner, and it gets away from the shortstop, Rascon, and both runners are going to advance. So the error, Kronk throws down to second, trying to throw behind the runner. Munoz gets back, and it bounces away from the shortstop, and that one's going to be fouled off to the right-hand side. 2-2 the count to the hitter, Jax Perry. So second and third, nobody out. And out of the stretch, and actually the windup. Oh, a swing and a miss. First strikeout of the game for Lee Williams. Perry goes down. The high heat couldn't catch up. Back to the top of the order we go with Tanner Brewer. Back-to-back freshman out here for the Mingus Marauders. Dowdy doesn't even leave his perch on the rubber. And that one's going to be a little pop fly into right center field coming in. And it falls. The Mingus Marauders are going to try to score. And coming in to score is going to be Munoz. So a little Texas blooper into right center field behind the second baseman by Brewer. And he'll get the RBI single. 6-1 the score. Munoz, as soon as he saw that was going to fall, did not hesitate. Head first slide. Staying at second, it's going to be Ethan Moore. Brewer on first. 1 out, 2 on. Ballesteros is up. And that's going to be a number going to the second baseman. And they'll throw over to first. So he'll get his job done and move over the runners. Moore over to third. Brewer to second. And the ground out is at least an effective out, 4-3. Ballesteros had 2 singles and 2 scores. Carter Wacker up with 2 in scoring position and takes a strike on the outside part of the plate. Lefty's going to step back in. Plate is covered in dirt. And he'll drive that one to center field with a beat on it, and going back to catch it is Shearer. Well, he gave it a ride, and had there been 1 out, that would have definitely been a sacrifice fly. But unfortunately, the Mingus Marauders are going to have to settle for 1. 6-1 at the end of 3, top of the 4th inning, coming up right after this.
Hello, this is Chris with Tack Fabrication, your local provider for all things metal fabrication. Whether you need structural steel welding and fabrication, custom gates and architectural elements, or precision TIG welding, our experienced team has the necessary certifications and knowledge to finish the job with precision and quality. Give us a call or check out our website at tackfabrication.com or 928-204-1095.
Friday Night Lights, Saturday Sidelines, and Sunday Best. At Manhattan and Cottonwood, we've got the hat for every fan, every player, and every occasion. Walk our shop and you'll find classic ball caps, sharp fedoras, cozy beanies, and bold cowboy hats, all under one roof. Proudly local, proudly hat obsessed, and always game ready. Swing by Manhattan in the Clemenceau Plaza, Cottonwood, today. Manhattan, we've got you covered. Go Marauders!
Patton out there to warm up his pitcher, Puso, who comes in for his 4th inning of work. As the Mingus Marauders ahead 6-1 going into the top of the 4th inning. Next broadcast coming up for the Mingus Marauders baseball is going to be on Monday the 30th of March. Monday the 30th of March. As the green and white Flagstaff Eagles come to town. Grand Canyon region play continues here. And right as we get to the 30th, 31st, that's when they start releasing rankings. So then you have an idea of where you actually are in the potential playoff view. Pusel starts the top of the 4th. Oh, hard line drive to center field. That's going to have 1 hop out there in front of Brewer. First pitch single out there. As Dowdy tries to help his own cause. That is going to be the Second inning out of 4 with the leadoff runner on for the visiting Volunteers. And there's a strike. All right, number 28, Lewandowski comes in to hit and takes strike 2. So 28 is in. Now that is a baseball name. Oh, almost threw behind the runner. Wacker thought about it. Thought about throwing behind Dowdy out there. He started the game at third base, came in relief in the second inning. Puso delivers. And there's strike 3. Great framing out there by Wacker. And Lewandowski walks away quite rejected as he looks at strike 3. A quick little question out there for the home plate umpire who directed him to the dugout. And that one pulled way foul. Man, he was out in front of that one as far as Tuesday as Monday is out in front of Tuesday. 1 strike count. Massey is up. We're in number 7. Batting .333 on the season and takes strike 2. Strikeout victim in the second. Puso's got him in a hole here, 0-2 here in the 4th. First pitch single by Dowdy, and then pair of strikeouts. This one swinging. Back-to-back strikeouts. 6 strikeouts in the game. Puso is on. 6 strikeouts in 4 innings. And gets the breaking ball over for strike 1. Ethan Shearer grounded out to Scott back in the second inning to end the second inning. And he'll foul that one off. Got a piece of the ball and then sounded like he got a piece of the protection equipment out there for Wacker. Dowdy led off with a single. He's still there. 0-2 count now to Shearer. Batting .357 on the season. And there is strike 3. And how about that? He strikes out the side. Puso, a first pitch single by Dowdy, and then he strikes out the 4th inning. All right, going into the bottom of the 4th, Mingus still up 6-1. Coming up for the Mingus Marauders, it's going to be the heart of the order. Alvarez, Puso, and Scott when we return to Mingus Union High School. After this.
Make your next vehicle purchase count at Hyundai of Cottonwood, where community comes first. From supporting local youth sports to showing up for the events that matter, giving back drives everything they do. And through Hyundai Hope on Wheels, a portion of every new vehicle sale helps fight childhood cancer. Be part of the change. Stop by Highway 260 right above Larry Green or shop anytime at HyundaiofCottonwood.com. Hyundai of Cottonwood, because every day's a great day in a Hyundai. Go Mingus!
Trips to the lake, Marauder away games, family adventures, weekend getaways, all the best trips start with a stop at the Suzy Q Market in Cottonwood. Fill up with Marathon fuels and drive clean and save green. A quick dash inside finds all the trip essentials, snacks, fresh coffee, goodies, and over 6,000 of the best beverage choices ever created. Ask about the new mobile pay app and rack up gas and in-store savings with Marathon Rewards. The Suzy Q Market drive-thru window is super swift, next to KFC on Main Street in Cottonwood. Go Mingus!
Back here at Mingus Union High School, Mingus up 6-1. Dowdy comes out for another inning of work. He took over in the second, got the final 2 outs in the second, gave up 1 in the third as Mingus put together 3 singles and a run in the third. We're going to start off the 4th with Alvarez the cleanup hitter, and then Pusol, number 5 hitter Silas Scott, the third baseman out here today, will bat third. If anybody gets on, Munoz, right fielder, will be up. First look at Dowdy for Alvarez. Takes a high strike. Dowdy, the lanky right-hander, pitches out of the stretch. And that one's low. 1-1. Trying to see if he's more of a 3/4 arm pitcher or a little bit more sidearm. And no, 3/4. High fly ball center field. Camping under it and making the catch is going to be Shearer. He had 3 out of 4 tent stakes in the ground before that one came down. Fly out to center field is out number 1. Pusol, the pitcher, is up. Pusol's 1 for 2 here today. Batting a respectable .381 on the season. Takes strike 1. He's got 17 hits through his hit in the first inning. And that's going to be a drive to left center field, and that's going to roll to the fence. Pusol's going to turn and cruise into second with a stand-up double. One hopper to the fence. That's how you get through the high grass in the outfield. You just hit it hard and in the air. How about that? Beautiful double. Picks up his 10th double of the season. How about that? 15 games in, and he's got 10 doubles already. Have a season, young man. Doesn't get any easier as Silas Scott steps in. He's batting .486. He's 0 for 1 here today with a walk. He's got 18 hits on the season. Looking for RBI number 10. That's going to be ball 2. 2-0. He walked and got stranded at third back in the first inning and lined out to the shortstop in the third. And he's going to hit that one through the hole on the right side. Coming up with it, and a throw into the infield. Pretty good throw out there by Massey. Holds the runner at third. So Mingus now with runners on the corner. 1 out. And Munoz will step in. He's 2 for 2 here today. Picked up hits number 9 and 10 on the season and will improve his batting average as it'll shoot over .250. Shows bunt. And the third baseman comes running in, and then he pulls back and strike 1. Usina came all the way halfway in from third on that one. Roscone playing more shallow here at shortstop. Oh, and a swing and a miss. Missed it. Wanted that one. Falls in a hole, 0-2. Laux playing more towards second. And he'll foul that one off. Swing to stay alive. He'll get another shot at it. 0-2, the count continues. Mingus with a 6-1 lead here, bottom of the 4th. Here at Mingus Union High School against the visiting Lee Williams Volunteers. Mingus scored 3 in the first, 2 in the second, and a fly ball center field. This could be deep enough. And there's the tag, and the throw coming home is going to be just offline. It gets by the catcher. Scott's going to go down to second as it gets by Kronk, and scoring on the sacrifice fly is going to be Pusol. So Pusol scores his second run of the game. Sacrifice fly with an RBI for Munoz. That was digging himself out of an 0-2 hole. Going to second on the throw is going to be Scott. So a man in scoring position out there for Moore. Moore is 1 for 1, but he's been on base twice, and he'll put that one into short center field, and coming in, making the catch out there is going to be Shearer. So Shearer ends the thread out there as he gets the final 2 balls hit to him. Little fly out to center field will end the 4th inning for the Mingus Marauders, but they've scored in every inning so far as the Mingus Marauders are up 7-1. Scoreboard is wrong. I'm not sure how they did not see Muno score, but it is, or actually Pusel score from third. 7-1. The scoreboard should say we will return to Mingus Union High School for the 5th inning after this.
For over 6 decades, Salt River Materials Group Phoenix Cement has proudly supported youth sports here in the Verde Valley. From baseball and softball to football and basketball, they empower young athletes to reach their full potential. Salt River Materials Group employees are actively involved, giving back to the community through coaching, mentoring, and volunteer efforts. With a strong commitment to environmental stewardship, they're helping to build a brighter Verde Valley. Visit srmaterials.com. Salt River Materials Group Phoenix Cement, building a stronger Verde Valley today and tomorrow.
The mouth is the gateway to the digestive system. Studies indicate a correlation between oral health and full body health. Regular cleanings and checkups can help protect you. New patients are welcome at Arizona Smile Designers in Cottonwood. There's a full smile worth of services all offered under one roof. Whitening and cosmetic to implants and smile reconstruction. Find out more or request an appointment online at azsmiledesigners.com.
Redoing the scoreboard out there, 7-1 should be the score. Back to the top of the order we go for the visiting Volunteers. Starting it off in inning number 5 is going to be Usina. Usina's had some really good defensive plays out there today, and he'll look at strike 1. At the plate so far, he is 0 for 2. Fly out to left field and a swinging strikeout in the 3rd. And a little shot up the middle. It's contained over there, and the out goes Alvarez de Moore. So the ground out for 3. And the leadoff runner is not on for the visiting Volunteers. Paulson will come up. He's 1 for 2 so far. He's got a single and a stolen base, got stranded at 3rd in the 1st inning, then grounded out to Ballesteros over at shortstop in the 3rd inning. 1 out, nobody on here in the 5th. Pusel delivers, and that's going to go to Ballesteros. Comes up with it, pops out of the glove, and over to first, safe. He brought it up, popped out of the glove, caught it in the air, and then good hustle down the line by Polson as he will get on base with the error. Man, I thought when he grabbed that one out of the air, I thought he had a shot. Cannon arm over to first, but not in time. 1 on, 1 out, and that's going to be a fly ball center field. And Tanner goes back and one-hands it out there in the outfield, throws in, and not able to advance on that is going to be Polson. Ian McGrew gave it a ride, but tracking it down was Brewer. Great job. He was off on that one immediately. Wandered back into his left. Works out to be out number 2, the fly out to center field. Cooper Kronk comes up. The catcher, 1 out, 2 out, 1 on. Pusel delivers, and a little fly ball over to right field. Munoz comes up and slides, misses it, gets behind him as he will jump on it. See if we're going to have a play at the plate. We do. The throw from Moore, and got him. Out. Munoz throws into Moore. Moore throws an absolute strike to Carter. And they get the runner. Polson trying to score from second. All right, ladies and gentlemen, a 0 on the board here in the top of the 5th. Good defensive play out there by the Mingus Marauders. We'll return for the bottom of the 5th after this.
Accidents happen. Red Rock Collision knows that your car is the second largest investment you're likely to make. For For over 15 years, Red Rock Collision has been there to negotiate for you, the customer, not the insurance company. John and his staff promise quality repair with honesty and integrity. You can rest easy now. They'll return your car as safe as the day it was built. Whether you're doing new construction, a remodel, or just filling in the bare spots, there's only one place to go in the Verde Valley for the best in rock, sand, gravel, and boulders, Bedrock Landscape Materials and Supplies. They also stock flagstone, bagged Portland cement, Belgard pavers, Phoenix pavers, Acker stone, artificial turf, and now even rebar and culverts. Make them your one-stop shop. Have it delivered or stop by their yard on 89A in Cottonwood. Let Bedrock Landscape Materials and Supplies rock your world.
Trying to change fate from a season ago, the Mingus Marauders lost 2 last year to the Lee Williams Volunteers. Right now leading 7-1 going into the bottom of the 5th. These two teams are going to match up again. And it's going to be the 27th. And that will be at Lee Williams. Then Lee Williams on Monday goes off to hosts Lake Havasu. And then they'll host a doubleheader against the Flagstaff Eagles. Great play defensively out there for the Mingus Marauders. Munoz diving for the ball, sliding for it, misses it, gets up, and hits his cutoff man Moore, who throws to Wacker, getting the out at home. First pitch is going to be ball 1, as we are going to have a pinch hitter. So the out goes 9-3-2 for the final out in the 5th inning. Big swing and a miss out there by Patton. Patton batting for Moore here at first base, and he'll foul that one off. 1-2 the count. Patton, a sophomore, batting .333 on the season, 5 for 15 in limited plate appearances. Dowdy delivers. Oh, swing and a miss. Goes down on strikes. First strikeout, second strikeout by Dowdy. Here in this one, came in the second inning, getting the final 2 outs in the second inning. Gave up 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th. And Perry comes up looking for his first knock of the game. Ooh, that one is thrown tight inside. And that's going to be a fly ball to the right-hand side and called out there by Massey. So pardon me, Patton had come in for Jax Perry to hit. And Brewer, little fly out to right field for out number 2. So Ballesteros is up, 2 out, nobody on. And swing and a miss, good cut. Ballesteros is 2 for 3. Singles in the 1st and 2nd and scored both times. And then a ground out to the second baseman, Laux. And that one bounces up for ball 1. Mingus has scored in every inning here so far. And the throw back to the pitcher goes off the glove. One the count. 2 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 5th inning, Mingus leading 7-1 over the Lee Williams Volunteers. And that one's going to be fouled back this way. You saw it, I had that one, right? Okay. No? I know, it was right here. I was going to barehand it too. Stupid fence. Dowdy, the righty. 1-2 delivery. Ooh, gets the strikeout. 2 strikeouts in the inning. The Mingus Marauders failed to score for the first time here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Score remains 7-1. We're going to go to the 6th inning. Lee Williams is going to have 5, 6, and 7 coming up. Laux, Dowdy, and we'll see Lewandowski or Quinn, I believe. I think it's Lewandowski that'll be up. When we return for inning number 6, we'll be back after this.
Lawler Construction has been a premier local builder of custom residential and commercial projects using green construction methods. Lawler Construction builds efficiency into every custom design. Lawler Construction is a certified Energy Star builder. For examples, visit lawlerconstructionaz.com. Thank you for your business, confidence, and continued referrals. Lawler Construction is a proud supporter of baseball and softball at all levels. Look for Lawler Construction Homes at Mountain Gate in Clarkdale.
Larry Green Chevrolet has been an important partner to this community for over 30 years. Whether it be offering outstanding service and deals to the Verde Valley or providing support to schools, charities, and community events, we have made it a part of our business. We love and support the growth and future of Cottonwood and our surrounding areas. That's why we refer to our dealership as the People Place. Larry Green Chevrolet is a proud supporter of Mingus softball. Go Marauders!
Back here, the Mingus Marauders leading 7-1. So I hear the rumor here that Pusel is committed to Yavapai for baseball. So getting an opportunity to go on to play collegiately and locally. How about that? Right now, Pusel is more concentrating on the bottom of the 6th inning. He comes into the bottom of the 6th inning with 9 strikeouts so far here in this game. We're trying to get to 10 Ks along the fence. Do we do that here in Mingus? Hold up the case. Pusel delivers the righty and inside. Ball 1, as we will have Summers up to hit here for Laux. And a line drive center field. Will it stay up? No, it'll bounce out there in front of Brewer. A loud single. Hit hard by Summers. 1-0 pitch sent right back where it came from. Leadoff runner is on out here for the visiting squad, the Volunteers. Dowdy is up. He's been on base twice. And that one's going to be shot to right center field as Brewer goes back. Can't make the play as it goes all the way near the wall. Munoz will drive and throw it in. And they're going to stop the runners at 2nd and 3rd. How about that? A double to right center field out there. Brewer gave it an effort diving for it. And Munoz had to go and retrieve it behind him. So Dowdy trying to help himself with the double. Back-to-back hits out here. Pusel finds himself here in a little bit of trouble. 2nd and 3rd, nobody out. Lewandowski is up. He struck out his first time up. And a swing and a miss. 2nd and 3rd, nobody out here. Mingus leading 7-1. Bottom of the 6th inning, you play 7 in high school baseball. Next baseball game coming up against Grand Canyon Region foe, the Flagstaff Eagles. That'll be Monday the 30th. That one's going to be fouled off. And Lewandowski is in a hole 0-2. He's a freshman batting .476 on the season. And Pusel. High breaking ball, a swing and a foul back. Count remains 0-2. Pusel has only given up one in the third inning. That one an unearned run. The righty delivers. Oh, it plops him. That's going to load the bases. Hit by pitch. Lewandowski gets out of the hole, and that's going to bring out the pitching coach here for the Mingus Marauders. Bases loaded with volunteers. Nobody out here in the bottom of the sixth. We're going to take a 30-second break. We'll be back to Mingus Union High School right after this. Or we won't take a 30-second break, and we will stay here. Pitching coach is going to walk back to the dugout, and we'll be back to the game here in just a moment. So it started with a single by Summers. Sharp single to center field. Drew Dowdy, the line drive gapper between right and center for the double. That was second and third. Then Pusel got ahead of Lewandowski, 0-2, and then kind of plunked him in the helmet. 1-0 count now to Macy, who swings and misses at that one. 1-1 the count. Bases loaded. Nobody out here in the top of the sixth inning. Pusel nods, gets his sign from his catcher. And a fly ball left field. That could be deep enough. There's the catch out there. Houseman throws, and the relay throw, and they're going to have the runner at third. And getting around the man at third. Did he stay in the base path or not? We're going to find out. Well, it looks like they're going to call him safe. So a sacrifice fly out there for Massey. So he gets an RBI. Coming home to score is going to be Summers. Going to third is Dowdy. And somehow misses the tag out there from Scott. So first and third, one out, one in. As it is now 7-2. Pusel delivers, and there's a strike. Shearer's up. Center fielder is 0 for 2 so far in the game. Second one stays high. 1-1 the count. Strikeout victim back in the fourth. In fact, Pusel struck out the side in the fourth, gave up a leadoff single, and then 3 strikeouts in a row. There's a strike. 1-2 the count. He's ahead of Shearer. On deck, back to the top of the order we go with Usina. Pusel delivers. Breaking ball. Ooh, doesn't break in. So close. Buckled the knees of the batter. 2-2. Dowtree is on third. Lewandowski is on first. That one's fouled off. Single double hit by pitch, sacrifice fly. And a 2-2 count on the number 9 hitter. 7-2 our score here in the top of the sixth. And that ground ball goes to the shortstop. A little throw over to second and on to first. And beating it out is going to be Shearer. So fielder's choice gets the RBI. Dowdy comes home to score. Out at second is Lewandowski. And on with the fielder's choice is Shearer. So 7-3 the score now. Top of the order we go to Usina. And a little number foul. And great job by Moore down there. Waiting to see if that English was going to bring the ball back into play, because if it came back into play before first base, then he would have been able to just snag it real quick and step on first and get the out. Unassisted. Significant lead down there by Shore. And that one's fouled off to the near side. 0-2. Fouled one to the right, fouled one to the left. 0-2 the count, 2 outs. Pussel's trying to get through the 6th inning here. He's given up 2 hits and a hit by pitch. Sacrifice fly and a ground out. Tried to get him to chase. And Usina doesn't give in. 1-2 the count. 2 out, 1 on, 2 in here in the 6th. And a fly ball left field should be playable out there. Wandering back and gloving it. It's going to be Hasseman, and that's going to end the 6th inning, top of the 6th. Well, 2 come across as it started out really fantastic for the Volunteers, and then Mingus was able to come out and put out the fire here. 7-3. Mingus a 4-run lead, bottom of the 6th coming up after this.
When you're looking for a plumber, no matter the job, call The Best Plumbing. From energy-saving tankless water heaters to whatever remodel project you have in mind, from the simple to the exotic. The Best Plumbing prides themselves on quality workmanship and efficiency for a fair price. If you want plumbing done right the first time, call The Best Plumbing at 928-567-8755 or find them online at d-bestplumbing.com.
Hey Cottonwood, your home of the Whopper has a new location, and Burger King is excited to be back serving Cottonwood. Stop by 888 South Main Street and bring your family and friends to enjoy all-time flame-grilled faves. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, that gotta-have-it snack or dinner, Cottonwood's all-new Burger King has you covered. At BK, have it your way. You rule.
So the Volunteers do not say die. They come up with 2 in the 6th. The Mingus Marauders coming up here in the bottom of the 6th. It's going to be 3, 4, and 5 heart of the order. Wacker, Alvarez, and Puso coming up for Mingus. See if Mingus can figure out some insurance runs out here versus Dowdy. Dowdy came in the 2nd. He's responsible for 2 of the 7 runs for the Mingus Marauders. And ball 1. Carter Wacker's up. Mingus Marauder catcher. It's got an RBI triple in the 1st. Then a fly out and a pop out. No, 2 fly outs, pardon me. Right field and center field. Outfield playing deep. There's a strike. 1-1 the count. And there's a shot going back up the middle. That's going to be a second hit of the game as it gets to Shearer. Hit it hard. Leadoff runner on for the Mingus Marauders. See if we're going to get a courtesy runner out here. Or if Wacker's going to get to run for himself. So far he's running for himself. Alvarez, the second baseman, is up. He is 1 for 3 so far in this game. Oh, and he gets hit. And he is going to walk away. That one did not sound right. That one looked like it hurt. Sometimes you hear the kerplunk, and you know it got a lot of muscle, and sometimes it goes, and you hear that knock, and that got more bone than muscle. And that is going to bring the coach out here as he's going to have a conversation here with Dowdy. And it looks like we may get a replacement pitcher out here. Dowdy is wandering toward the dugout. I think he said an apology out there to Alvarez. So first and second, we're going to have a new pitcher for the visiting Volunteers. We're going to take a break. Tell you all about him when we return after this.
The Greater Verde Valley Chamber of Commerce is proud to support the businesses, families, and future of our community. From job fairs and ribbon cuttings to free community events and networking opportunities, they're helping local businesses grow and creating meaningful connections that last. Because when the community thrives, our kids do too. Join the movement today at verdevalleychamber.org. Greater Verde Valley Chamber of Commerce, helping businesses grow today to create a stronger tomorrow. Go Marauders!
Summers, the sophomore, is going to take over here on the mound. And he has got an ERA of 7 so far this season. No record, no wins, no losses. He's pitched 1 inning, given up a hit, a couple of runs, 1 earned run, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. Teams are only batting .200 against him, but a hit and a walk in the 1 inning of work, scoring 2 runs. The sophomore will get a chance here for the bottom of the 6th for the Mingus Marauders. 2 on, nobody out. Started off with a sharp single up the middle by Carter Wacker, his second hit of the game. And then Alvarez takes a shot. It sounded like it got an awful lot of bone on the left arm. And he has wandered down to first. So first and second, nobody out. Pusel coming up for the Mingus Marauders. He is 2 for 3 here in the game. An RBI single over in the first, flied out to right field in the second. And then a double and scored in the 4th. Caden comes up with an opportunity to produce a little insurance for himself. And shows bunt, and he bunts down the third baseline. Picked up, thrown across, and they will get him out at first, but a sacrifice bunt. And he's upset with himself that he just couldn't deaden the ball a little bit before that. Usina was playing back at third, but he does advance both the runners. Wacker over to third, on to second is going to be Alvarez. And the sack bunt works. 1 out, 2 on, and pitch low to Silas Scott. Scott is 1 for 2, but he's been on base twice. Walked in the first, singled in the 4th. And he'll foul that one off hard to the near side. That one got the end of the fence a little bit further on, and that would have gone straight in to the stands. And it was fouled hard. 1-1 the count. Ooh, and there's a strike. Good pitch. Summers comes after him. Scott looking for his first RBI here of the game. He's got 2 ducks on the pond. And there's strike 3 looking. Summers comes in. Starts playing fireman. Puts down 2 Mingus Marauders. So started with first and second, nobody out. Sacrifice bunt makes second and third the strikeout. And now Munoz will come up. He is 2 for 2 with a sacrifice fly. And there's a shot to left field. And that one's going to get over the left fielder. That's going to score 2. Munoz turns first and slows down at second with a stand-up 2 RBI double. 3 RBIs in the game for the Mingus Marauder right fielder. He hit that with authority. Check that baseball. I think it's dented. Makes the score 9-3. 2 huge insurance runs out there for the Mingus Marauders. Wacker comes home to score. Tim scored for him the first time. Alvarez gets a run scored after being hit by a pitch. And inside corner with a strike out there to Ethan Moore. So Moore flew out to center field his last time up. Inside. Pitching the Mingus Marauder first baseman inside both. Got the inside corner once, missed inside. Got hit by a pitch in the first. Singled and stranded at third in the third. That one's going to be high. 2-1. Trying to get on base for the third time here in this game. 2 out, 1 on. Runner in scoring position out here for Moore. And that one's going to be inside. 3-1 hitter count for the Mingus Marauder first baseman. On deck, it's going to be Patton taking over at the designated hitter position. Oh, a strike. And safe at third, a stolen base by Monos. How about that on the move? Picks up the stolen base. The bench from the Volunteers thought that was definitely closer. 3-2 the count now. Summers to Moore. The delivery. And that's going to be ball 4. So Moore draws the walk. Indeed on base for 3 times. First and third. Let's see if Moore's going to be on the move here on the base path. Patton steps in. Patton wearing number 15 out there. Came in, pinch hit, back in the 5th inning. Gets a chance here in the 6th. Summers delivers. Ooh, high. Gets away from the catcher. Play at the plate is going to be no throw. The Mingus Marauders will get a run on the pass ball. Muno scores for the second time in the game. Ethan Moore trots down to second and puts a 10 spot up on the scoreboard for the Mingus Marauders. Up by 7 now, 10-3, bottom of the 6th inning. Oh, that looked good. Called a ball. 2-0 the count. That did not miss by much. Summers out of the stretch. Sophomore glances at second, delivers to the plate. That's high. 3-0 to the Mingus Marauder designated hitter, batting number 9 here. We'll see if Patton has a green light here. Oh! The Mingus Marauder center from the football team takes one in the back. Hit by pitch. Patton trots down to first base saying, I've been hit harder than that on a football field, I guarantee that. Now see, that was the difference in Kerplunks. That one hit muscle. That one went doink. The one that hit Alvarez went doink. I mean, just a deeper doink, which means it hit bone. Okay, Brewers up. Back to the top of the order here for the Mingus Marauders. 0-1 count. Men on first and second, 2 out, 3 in. Oh, breaking ball. Falls into the strikes out. 0-2 the count. Brewer thought about swinging, didn't. Now he's got to protect up with 2 strikes. He is 1 for 3 in the game. Oh, so close. That one was hard to take. 1-2 the count. Got hit by a pitch in the second and scored. Had an RBI single in the third. Flied out to right field here in the 5th. And that one's going to be driven into right field. That could score a run. Massey's got an arm. And the lefty throws right to the plate. Pardon me, the righty throws right to the plate. He has got a gun out there in right field. Played it well. The Mingus Marauders do not score. It's because of that throw right there. So the single loads up the bases. Moore over to second, Patton at second now. Brewer at first gets away with it. 1-2 count. There's strike one to Ballesteros. Zayden, the ninth man to bat here in the sixth inning. Bases loaded. Oh, strike two. Can't tell if it was a strike or a swing. Either way, Ballesteros is in a hole. He is 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored. Pair of singles, could use one here. And he'll drive that one to the shortstop. Roscone picks it up, throws across the diamond, and gets the out. So the Volunteers strand the Mingus Marauders with the bases loaded, but Mingus scores 3 important insurance runs. Got to get an insurance company to sponsor that. 10-3. Mingus Marauders on top. Last bats out here for the Volunteers when we return after this.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We are homegrown in the Verde Valley and nearly your last local choice.
We want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $19 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
Hello, this is Chris with Tack Fabrication, your local provider for all things metal fabrication. Whether you need structural steel welding and fabrication, custom gates and architectural elements, or precision TIG welding, our experienced team has the necessary certifications and knowledge to finish the job with precision and quality. Give us a call or check out our website at tackfabrication.com or 928-204-1095.
Is now gone to third. Hossaman moves over to center field, and I am trying to figure out who is in left field for the Mingus Marauders. Pusel on for the 7th inning, trying to pitch a complete game out here. He's got a 7-run lead over the visiting Volunteers. Tim is going to be in left field. Thank you. I have a spotter. I feel important. Pusel delivers. Ooh, high. Breaking ball is a non-breaking ball. 1-0 the count. Two, 3, and 4, pardon me, left fielder Polson will be up. Umpire comes out and kicks away a little bit of dirt from the corners. And then Polson kicks it right back on the plate. All right. 1-0 the count. Pusel delivers. And there's a strike. 1-1 the count. Didn't kick enough dirt out there. Pusel finds just a little bit of plate. Man, that plate is brown. That is outside. 2-1 the count. Mingus scored 3 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth, and then 3 in the 6th. That one stays high and outside. 3-1 the count. Hitters count to Polson. Lefty versus righty matchup. Righty hurler. And throws that one. A protection swing out there. Makes it 3-2. Full count. Lee Williams down to their final 3 outs in this one as we're in the top of the 7th here on KYBC AM 1600. Little number, 1 hopper out there to Alvarez at first, over to Moore for the out. Out number 1 goes 4-3. And out comes Quesada. And it looks like Pusel's out of pitches. We're going to get a pitching change out there. Pusel's going to go to third base. Now we know why. So that's going to put the relief pitcher Brewer with the responsibility for the final 2 outs of this one. He's going to warm up. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back for the final 2 outs. We'll be back after this.
Friday Night Lights, Saturday Sidelines, and Sunday Best. At Manhattan and Cottonwood, we've got the hat for every fan, every player, and every occasion. Walk our shop and you'll find classic ball caps, sharp fedoras, cozy beanies, and bold cowboy hats, all under one roof. Proudly local, proudly hat obsessed, and always game ready. Swing by Manhattan in the Clemenceau Plaza, Cottonwood, today. Manhattan, we've got you covered. Go
Well, the Mingus Marauders going to match up on Monday. Here, more baseball action. The Flagstaff Eagles come to town. They are 2-0 in games that count, and that includes a 25-0 victory over Agua Fria, who just matched up with the Prescott Badgers and lost 28-0. Ouch. They got a doubleheader coming up with Mojave on the 28th, and we're going to see how that's going to leave them in pitching status because they turn around and play the Mingus Marauders here on the 30th. We're going to have that game here on KYBC AM 1600, 96.3 FM, 92.1 now in Prescott. And, of course, on Verde Valley TV. You can go to verdevalleytv.com and look for the link. You can go to Cablecast. You can even get that on your own Roku. And you also have the ability to go watch it on YouTube, Verde Valley TV. Monday, the 30th of March. Ian McGrew is up. He is a ball loser. I think he has fouled off like 13 pitches here today. Got hit by a pitch in the first after fouling off like 6. Struck out. However, the pass ball, he got down to first. That was in the third. And eventually came around to score and flied out to center field when Brewer was in center field in the 5th. Fly ball, right field. That's going to be a one-hopper out there. Munoz thought about trying to come into it, but the looping liner was starting to fail out there and losing altitude quickly. 1-out single. That's the first hit for McGrew. He is 1 for 3 in the game. Cooper Cronk is up. He is 2 for 3. Pair of singles and an RBI single back in the 3rd. Mingus Marauder freshman throws and misses outside. Breaking ball tails away. 1-0 the count. Grew on first. Not a large lead. There's a shot. Left field. It is deep. And it is gone. Cooper Cronk, it's his second home run of the season. A shot to left field as it becomes a 2-run home run out there for the catcher from Lee Williams. So he picks up the home run and the 2 RBIs, and Lee Williams is not done yet. 10-5 the score. Brewers got to shake it off and come back. Face Summers. Summers is 1 for 1. Singled and scored back in the 6th. That one's high. Ball 1. Lee Williams scored 1 in the 3rd, 2 in the 6th, and 2 more here in the 7th. Swing and a miss. Fastball up in the eyes. One the count. Mingus trying to win their first Grand Canyon region matchup. They're 0-1 in the region. Oh, nice breaking ball. That one started at the left shoulder and ended up hitting the outside part of the plate low. And that one doesn't work. 2-2 the count. That breaking ball not quite as mysterious as the first one. 2-2 to Summers. And a fly ball left field. That should hang up there. Tim is out there, backs up, and catches it. So the fly out to left field will be out number 2. A loud home run clears the bases here in the top of the 7th, making the score 10-5. Mingus a 5-run lead. Dowdy is up for the Volunteers down to their final out. Freshman delivers. Oh, swing and a miss at the breaking ball. Dowdy's been on. He's been pesky. He's been on base 3 times. Got on an error. Stranded at third in the second. Singled in the fourth. Doubled and scored in the 6th. And that one turns him around for ball 1. 1-1 the count. Dowdy came in relief in the 2nd inning. Pitched pretty well. That one stays high. 2-1. Wacker tried to frame it. 2-1, 2 out, bases empty. Mingus trying to close out this one against the visiting Volunteers. They'll be on the road Friday to go play the Volunteers again. And strike 2. Fastball hits the lower part of the strike zone. Dowdy and Lee Williams down to their final strike. Brewer nods, pitches, and the appeal down to first base. And no, he did not swing. Full count. Dowdy held up on that one. Payoff pitch on the way. And he went around for strike 3, says the home plate umpire, and the game is going to end that way with the strikeout. So Brewer comes in relief, gives up a single, a home run, and then a fly ball and a strikeout to close out this one. The Mingus Marauders victorious 10-5 over the visiting Volunteers. Will return for postgame coming up after this.
Make your next vehicle purchase count at Hyundai of Cottonwood, where community comes first. From supporting local youth sports to showing up for the events that matter, giving back drives everything they do. And through Hyundai Hope on Wheels, a portion of every new vehicle sale helps fight childhood cancer. Be part of the change. Stop by Highway 260 right above Larry Green or shop anytime at HyundaiofCottonwood.com. Hyundai of Cottonwood, because every day's a great day in a Hyundai. Go Mingus!
Trips to the lake, Marauder away games, family adventures, weekend getaways, all the best trips start with a stop at the Suzy Q Market in Cottonwood. Fill up with Marathon fuels and drive clean and save green. A quick dash inside finds all the trip essentials, snacks, fresh coffee, goodies, and over 6,000 of the best beverage choices ever created. Ask about the new mobile pay app and rack up gas and in-store savings with Marathon Rewards. The Suzy Q Market drive-thru window is super swift, next to KFC on Main Street in Cottonwood. Go Mingus!
For over 6 decades, Salt River Materials Group Phoenix Cement has proudly supported youth sports here in the Verde Valley. From baseball and softball to football and basketball, they empower young athletes to reach their full potential. Salt River Materials Group employees are actively involved, giving back to the community through coaching, mentoring, and volunteer efforts. With a strong commitment to environmental stewardship, they're helping to build a brighter Verde Valley. Visit srmaterials.com. Salt River Materials Group Phoenix Cement, building a stronger Verde Valley today and tomorrow.
Well, the next coming up game is going to be Monday versus the Flagstaff Eagles coming to town to take on the Mingus Marauders. Another Grand Canyon region action game here for you. The Mingus Marauders victorious here this afternoon by a score of 10-5 as they double up on the visiting Volunteers. From Lee Williams. Well, the Mingus Marauders definitely effective here today as they put up 10 runs here, 3 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 3 in the sixth for the Mingus Marauders. And the Mingus Marauders had a great performance out here. Pusil pitches almost the entire game. He gets 6 1/3 in before he runs out of pitches and has to come out of the game. Gives up just 1 run here, or pardon me, 3 runs here in the game, 2 earned runs in the game. Usina goes 0 for 4 for the Volunteers. Polson 1 for 4 here in the game. Ian McGrew ends up 1 for 3 with 2 runs scored. He struck out and actually got on base and scored, and then singled and scored here in the 7th. Cooper Cronk, well, made some fireworks late in the game. He ends up 3 for 4 as he ends up with 3 RBIs, including a 2-run home run here in this one. Laux ends up 0 for 2, struck out twice in the game. Summers replaces him batting and comes in and ends up 1 for 2 with a run scored, a single, and a score in the 6th inning. Dowtree pitched a pretty decent game, came in relief in the 2nd, and then from the plate ends up 2 for 4 in the game. Doubled and scored in the 6th, singled in the 4th, and struck out once, got on an error back in the 2nd. Quinn started as DH, struck out. Lewandowski came in and replaced him. He ends up 0 for 1 in the game as he got hit by a pitch in the 6th, struck out looking in the 4th. Massey ends up 0 for 2 in the game with a sacrifice RBI in the 6th, 2 strikeouts in the game. Shearer ends up 0 for 3 in the game with an RBI and a fielder's choice here in this one. 5 runs in the game, 3 of them to Pusil, 2 of them to Brewer here in the 7th inning. Brewer ends up facing 4 batters. Gave up the 2-run shot to Kronk, but that was a shot. And then ended up getting the fly out from Summers and striking out Dowtree to end the game here for the Mingus Marauders. 10-5, the Mingus Marauders victorious. We're going to take a break, come back for Mingus Marauder stats right after this.
The mouth is the gateway to the digestive system. Studies indicate a correlation between oral health and full body health. Regular cleanings and checkups can help protect you. New patients are welcome at Arizona Smile Designers in Cottonwood. There's a full smile worth of services all offered under one roof. Whitening and cosmetic to implants and smile reconstruction. Find out more or request an appointment online at azsmiledesigners.com.
Accidents happen. Red Rock Collision knows that your car is the second largest investment you're likely to make. For over 15 years, Red Rock Collision has been there to negotiate for you, the customer, not the insurance company. John and his staff promise quality repair with honesty and integrity. You can rest easy now. They'll return your car as safe as the day it was built. Whether you're doing new construction, a remodel, or just filling in the bare spots, there's only one place to go in the Verde Valley for the best in rock, sand, gravel, and boulders, Bedrock Landscape Materials and Supplies. They also stock flagstone, bagged Portland cement, Belgard pavers, Phoenix pavers, Acker stone, artificial turf, and now even rebar and culvert. Make them your one-stop shop. Have it delivered or stop by their yard on 89A in Cottonwood. Let Bedrock Landscape Materials and Supplies rock your world.
Back here at Mingus Union High School again, the Mingus Marauders victorious 10-5 over the visiting Volunteers here from Lee Williams. Our next upcoming game is going to be against the Flagstaff Eagles on Monday the 30th. And then on April Fool's Day, on the 1st of April, I'm telling you the truth, I swear, we're going to go back to softball action as the Lady Marauders will face the visiting Flagstaff Eagles. Here for the game, the Mingus Marauders, Tanner Brewer played center field, third base, and pitched here today. He ends up 2 for 3 with a run scored and RBI. Also got hit by a pitch. Ballesteros ends up 2 for 5 with 2 runs scored here in this one. Carter Wacker had a pretty decent game, 2 for 4 with a run and an RBI. One of his hits, a triple, an RBI triple back in the first. Derek Alvarez, 1 for 3 in the game with a run scored and 2 RBIs, had a double and also got hit by a pitch. So he was on base twice for the Mingus Marauders. Caden Pussel pitched 6 1/3, gave up 3 runs, 2 earned runs here today, had 9 strikeouts in the game from the plate, ended up 2 for 3 with 2 runs and an RBI, had a double and scored back in the 4th, and an RBI single back in the 1st, plus a sacrifice bunt here in the game. Silas Scott ends up 1 for 3 here in the game, also walked once in the 1st inning. Munoz had a great game, 3 for 3 with 2 runs and 4 RBIs here in this one. Had a RBI single in the 1st, had an RBI and scored in the 3rd, had a sacrifice fly in the 4th with an RBI, and then a 2 RBI double with a stolen base back in the 6th inning. Great game from the Mingus Marauder right fielder. Ethan Moore had a pretty decent game. He was on base 1, 2, 3 times in this one. Ends up 1 for 2 in the game, hit by pitch and a walk, plus a single back in the 3rd inning. Jax Perry ends up 0 for 2 here in the game. Patton replaces him. He ends up 0 for 1, but got on base by hit by pitch. And one of the best defensive plays that I saw out there, a little bloop single over into right field. Munoz comes up with it, throws to Moore. Moore comes up with the throw, throws a perfect strike to Wacker at home, and get the trying to score volunteer out there. That was Polson trying to score all the way from first on that, or all the way from second on that one, and thrown out at home by the Mingus Marauders. Good defense. Again, the Mingus Marauders victorious 10-5. Want to thank our camera people out here, Brecca Bonner, as well as Jackson Miller, Sam Jockum, our producer here. I'm Jackie Bessler, wishing one and all an absolutely phenomenal night from Mingus Union High School.
Thanks for tuning in to this broadcast of Mingus Union High School Varsity Baseball. Any reproduction of this broadcast without the express written permission of Verde Valley Television or Studio G Multimedia is expressly prohibited. Today's broadcast partners include All Price Insurance, your local provider for personal, commercial, motorcycle, boat, and specialty insurance in Cottonwood. Taylor Waste, one of your last local options for eco-friendly trash and recycling pickup in northern Arizona. Arizona Smile Designers. Find out how they can help you smile big and smile bright. Find them online at azsmiledesigners.com. Burger King in Cottonwood. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, and all the snacks in between. You can have them all your way at BK. Tack Fabrication. Visit tackfabrication.com and find out how their precision fabrication or welding can improve your next project. Salt River Materials Group, a premier employer and community supporter in the Verde Valley. Lawler Construction, proud supporter of baseball and softball at all levels. Find your next home with Lawler Construction at the Estates at Mountain Gate. Suzy Q Market. Find great fuel for you and your car at Suzy Q Market. Find them next to KFC in Cottonwood. D-Best Plumbing. Quality, efficient service at reasonable prices. Go to d-bestplumbing.com. Best by Far. When you need an HVAC company, Best by Far is the best by far. Find them at besthvac.com. Hyundai of Cottonwood. Because every day is a great day in a Hyundai. Find them behind Larry Green Chevrolet in Cottonwood. Bedrock Landscape Materials and Supplies on 89A in Cottonwood. They have rock, gravel, pavers, and cement, everything you need for any project. Manhattan, Cottonwood's premier spot for hats of all shapes and sizes. Find them in the Clemenceau Plaza. Red Rock Collision. Accidents happen. Red Rock Collision has you covered. Find them at redrockcollision.com. Greater Verde Valley Chamber, helping businesses grow today to create a stronger tomorrow. Larry Green Chevrolet, the people place. Find them in Cottonwood on Rodeo Drive or online at larrygreenchevrolet.com. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to check out VerdeValleyTV.com for more great local programming or previous Mingus varsity games.